Hello, Futurists. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Futurist podcast, your hub for visionaries, dreamers, and change makers. My name is Lesego Montsho. I'm your host, and I'm thrilled to wish each and every one of you, my friends, a prosperous, fruitful, and victorious 2025. It's a new year, a new chapter, and we are stepping into it boldly. Today's episode is all about declaring things into existence. The good book, the Bible, reminds us in Romans 4 verse 17 that we should speak of things which are not as though they are. Proverbs 18:21 also reminds us that life and death are in the power of the tongue. And finally, Proverbs 29 verse 18 encourages us to write the vision, make it plain, so that he who writes may run with it. So let's write, speak, and run with our vision this year 2025. So let me share with you my bold 11 declarations that I prepared for myself. When the year 2024 was coming to an end, a week before 2024 came to an end, I was making a review of how the year went, and I also started the vision for the new year 2025. So for me, I wrote down the things that I would like to do in the year 2025, and I was very bold about it. I have decided that these goals that I've written for myself in 2025, they are not just wishes, but I consider them to be done deals, because faith and action will make them to be exactly that. The first thing that I have written down in my declarations for 2025 is that I want to speak at the UN. I told myself, and I have faith, that in 2025 I'll speak at the United Nations. Last October in 2024, I missed a UN high-level meeting on addressing the existential threats posed by rising sea level due to logistical challenges. So this year 2025, I know that there will be no barriers, only breakthroughs. I declare my voice will continue to speak and work towards global climate action. And for that reason, I know that before the year 2025 comes to an end, I'll be at the United Nations speaking on behalf of so many people who are acting towards climate action, who are making a difference in the world, and who are making strides, and those who cannot speak for themselves. I'll be there speaking about the realities that they're faced with in this era of climate change. The second thing that I will be doing in this year 2025 is that I will win the Chevening Scholarship. This year I'll apply for and win the prestigious Chevening Scholarship. Though I missed the submission deadline in 2024, I have learned the power of preparation. I'm headed for my master's degree that will be focusing on advancing my aspirations in diplomacy and international development. And I know that by God's grace, I know that through the faith that I have, I'm going to win a scholarship that will land me in the United Kingdom to do this program or to study in this field that interests me and aligns with my vision as a rising diplomat. The third thing that in 2025, my amazing friends, amazing futurists, that I look forward to achieving and doing and making is that I want to build my own bachelor pad. I know that in 2025, I will build my first ever bachelor pad. A bachelor pad in Botswana is like a mini apartment that is made up of one bedroom, and then it has maybe a kitchenette and a shower or a bathroom kind of. So all of that is enclosed in one space, and it's usually a place that people who are starting on with life tend to build for themselves. So I set that goal for myself in 2025 that I'm going to build my first bachelor pad. Today is the 6th of January 2025, and I wrote these declarations on the 1st of January 2025 that I've been reluctant and thinking through whether I should publicize this, and I was reminded of those scriptures up there that you need to speak of things which are not as though they are. So for me, my story for why I'm going to build myself my first ever house or a bachelor pad, depending on how things will go for me this year. I believe this is a really beautiful year and a lot of good things await me. I'm going to build this bachelor pad. Is the minimum thing that I'm going to do for myself. If I can't do a bachelor pad by the end of this year, I'll build myself a 2-bedroom house. So this is inspired by the practical and empowering advice of a man on Facebook here in Botswana, Botswana. His name is Kylo Dennis. If you check on my Facebook, you realize that I don't follow a lot of influencers, but if there's only one influencer that I follow because of the kind of substance that they impart in people, is Mr. Kylo Dennis. This is a Botswana building activist that I greatly admire, and this is the year that following his advice of 700 bricks turning into a bachelor pad, I decided that, and also reading the stories of other young people and people of different ages who have built something for themselves using this 700 brick idea, I decided that I cannot fail to acquire 700 bricks for myself, or even more, to build myself a bachelor pad or even a 2-bedroom house. So this year is the year that I will turn bricks into my own space. Remember, it's a house, not just a home. So that's the third thing that I look forward to do for myself in 2025. The fourth thing that I'm going to do for 2025, and I trust God to help me acquire it, is that I'm going to buy myself my favorite car that aligns with the stage of life that I'm in. I'm going to buy myself a Volvo V40 hatchback. This year, 2025, a Volvo V40, which is a sleek Volvo V40 hatchback, will be my first ever car. After earning my driver's license in 2024 November and falling in love with this car during my first ever window shopping trip, this was the time when I started my driving school in August 2024. The second week after I started the driving school, I went to local car selling stores and I had a tour around to see which kind of cars are there. And to my surprise, I met this bad girl, Volvo V40, and I realized this is the car that suits my style. This is a car that aligns to my personality. And it's the time now to move from public transport struggles to my dream ride. So expect to see a picture of me and my car soon. Of course, I have a picture that I took the day that I went for window shopping inside a Volvo V40, but very soon I'll have a picture of myself inside the Volvo V40 that I had bought. Going on now to the next thing that I'm going to do in the year 2025 is that I'm going to visit Tesla HQ and I'm going to drive a Tesla. Listen to me clearly. I'm saying I'm going to visit the Tesla headquarters in the USA and I'm going to drive a Tesla. I'm not saying I'm going to own a Tesla. I'm saying I'm going to drive it. I'm going to get inside it and drive it and feel it. So in 2025, I'll be at the headquarters for Tesla in the USA and I'll get to finally drive a Tesla. Why a Tesla? It's obvious. As a futurist, this experience is non-negotiable. The pending meeting with Tesla from last year will come to fruition. Last year I was given the opportunity that anytime I go to the US for the UN high-level meeting that I was supposed to speak at, I should, at any time that I want, go and visit the Tesla headquarters and experience and see what they have in store. So thank you so much to the Tesla family. It's my family, to my Tesla family, for keeping the doors open for me. So when I failed to go to the US last year for the UN Summit of the Future and also for the UN high-level meeting on threats or existential threats posed by climate change and rising sea level, They told me, don't worry, Lesego, we got you anytime. It doesn't matter when, anytime when you are around. Know that our doors are open. You can come and visit Tesla. So I want to let you know, Tesla, San Francisco, Tesla, Texas, anywhere where there's Tesla, anytime soon in 2025, I'll be coming to your doorstep, and I'll be coming to fill the Tesla fleet that you have right there. My amazing people, the next goal that we have for 2025 is that we'll be traveling to 5 new countries. In 2025, I told myself that I will explore 5 new countries across different continents this year. Whether it's through invitations, whether it's through contests and competitions, or even divine alignment, I will travel to 5 new different countries that I've never been to. The world is my classroom, and I'm ready to learn and grow. So that's it. The next thing that I'm going to do and achieve in 2025 is that I'm going to expand my network. This year, I'm very intentional that I'll build new networks and expand my territory. Through the speaking engagements, through the travels, through the collaborations that I'll find myself in, I will connect with trailblazers, I'll connect with fellow dreamers, I'll connect with fellow futurists, and people who are doers, people who will elevate my vision and add value to my life, while at the same time I add value into their lives. The fifth thing that I'm going to achieve in 2025 is that I'll complete the FIES project. You may be aware that in 2023, our innovation of FIES, the Futuristic Energy Efficiency Rating System, was funded by the United Nations Development Program Rome or Italy and the government of Italy to be implemented. In April 2024, we started the implementation of the FIES project, working on the prototype. So this project is intended to be done by 2026, but I know that by the end of this year 2025, FIES project will be completed, and to take, or we will have a total and even more than 30 users who will be benefiting from this system. So I believe that energy efficiency is not just the goal, it's a legacy in the making, and so does this FIES project. It's a legacy that we are building, and by the end of this year 2025, it will be up and running and making a difference in the lives of people across Botswana and internationally. The next thing, my amazing friends, that I will make, do and achieve in 2025 is that I will publish 2 new books. In 2025, I will launch my 3rd and 4th books. One of them will be my first ever personal finance book, which will debut at the Diamology conference. And the other one will be a non-fiction book, just as you know that I love writing non-fiction books. So these books will inspire and empower and impart sustainable knowledge in our people, our network from Diamology, our networks from different walks of life. So by the end of 2025, 2 books will be on the table, published, written by Lesego Montsho. My amazing people, we are slowly coming to the end of the declarations for 2025. I'll be going on to the next thing or declaration of what I will achieve and do in 2025. 10th thing that I would achieve and I'll make in 2025 is that I'll carry out a new initiative for education. You might have realized by now that education for children is something that is very close to my heart. Therefore, by God's grace, in this year 2025, I will initiate or carry forward at least one impactful project through my foundation for education and children. So the goal is to build a brighter future, one initiative at a time. Now moving to the last declaration, ladies and gentlemen, for 2025. This is it's not the least, but it's the last for now, is that I want to read and I will read 10 impactful books in 2025. Say that someone who reads has advantage over someone who does not read. And they go on to say that readers are leaders. So for me, this year I will read and buy at least 10 impactful books. As we discussed in episode 2, a growth mindset thrives on knowledge and wisdom. Someone who has a growth mindset always thrives to acquire new knowledge, thrives to try new things, thrives to learn new skills. So for me, my goal is that I'll continue to invest in personal development and share my journey with you, my amazing people. So, my futurists, these are my bold declarations for 2025. I want to know, what about you? What visions are you making plain this year? What is it that you are speaking of as though it's already there? Remember, the future isn't something we wait for. It's something that we create. So speak boldly, act courageously, and watch God move mountains. Don't forget to subscribe, share this episode, and join the conversation on social media. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep building, and keep moving forward. Here's to a transformative 2020.